Hey guys and gals, let's build and have a look at the Ender Dragon and End Ship by LEGO Minecraft. This is set number 21264, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Well, instead of hearing the box fall down, this is what we're going to be building today. Pretty much. Really small manual, and the other one's really thick. So I don't know what the deal with that is. And we also have 6 numbered bags. Now this will be split up throughout the day. I got a bunch of things I got to get done, but it'll be in one video, just so I note that for myself too. And my allergies have been flaring up too. Let's see what we got in here. Well, it just jumps right in, so we don't know what we're building. This time we have the green hand from the void. Alright, we'll set this manual off to the side here. Yeah, it's all in paper bags too. Really cool. Okay, now let's begin. Let's build it with bag 1. Alright. So I've been kind of swamped here. Oh, if you hear any noise in the background, I'm playing a scenic video with some ambient noise, so we may hear something. I don't know, it may not even come up, but kind of just getting things going. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to rewind it back here just so to an earlier time, because it's nighttime, there's not a whole lot of action. Let's see if that works there for you. Just trying different ambient noises just to see how everything works here. Okay, so we got to put together this, I guess a guy, we don't know. They give you some random NPCs. You also got a brick separator and a flat top chest. The reason why the background noise is, I have people living with me now. I don't know how that got in there. And yeah, they sprayed the house earlier today, so we're going to see some creepy crawlies for a while. Plus I was working outside, and then I had to go out in the field, so there we go. And he's got, I guess it's an enchanted bow. Which way does he hold it? Alright. Yeah, my allergies have been flaring up, so I may have to stop once in a while to sneeze and blows in the nose. But don't worry, though. Well, we'll be spending about 20 minutes messing around with the figures. That's usually how it goes. He's also got something else here, too. So it looks like bag 1 is just small stuff. And there we go, it's printed. Put that in his hand. It just says it's floating right by him, but there we go. Pretty cool, huh? Put him right there. Alrighty, so now we gotta do the Enderman next. And I feel a sneeze coming on. Why do I filter those out? Because I don't think anybody wants to hear me sneeze. Why don't I play the birds out here? I got to open up the window, but it's a little warm today, and too, somebody out there's blaring out their music, and well, I don't like having the copyright police coming after me and saying, "Oh, we're going to claim rights to your video." So that's why I won't do that. All right. Yeah, I remember these Minecraft sets pretty well, actually. They were okay for their time, but now it's, they were like the same old thing. Now, The reason why I accept offers for these, because they're a good source of basic parts. So this is a good source if you ever want to get into terrain buildings and stuff. There you go. Okay. And then this goes on here. Let me clamp this here. Yeah, but I'm hoping the background noise will actually drown out what's going on around here. So there we go. Not too bad. Got him done. Alright, so now we got a treasure chest. So I'm going to put a diamond in there and an emerald, and we're supposed to put the lid on first, but yeah. This is actually going to be the first time I really am going to purposely split a video up throughout the day. And today is, I believe, I don't even know, the 30th? Or maybe it's May 1st, 2024. I don't even remember. Sometimes I wish I would forget. And then it has an arrow here, and it tells you to slam the chest shut. So let's slam it. There you go. You don't want to do that, but I like these. Look more like a trunk than a chest. So that takes care of that. Screechy, screaky. Okay, so I'm hoping to finish these up soon. I counted up from the stuff that I've just started till now, there's 31 sets that I gotta go through in like 30 days. So I really gotta crank them out. But I'm only releasing set reviews Monday through Thursdays. Fridays are box, Saturdays and Sundays I take a break. You can't, after that point it becomes more of a job than anything else. I like that purple too. Minecraft, the older Minecraft sets, they didn't have a lot of custom parts. Alright, so now I'm trying to also learn how to compress audio too, so I can cut down all the background noise here at the house. So video's not too bad. I can't use the floodlight right now because I have the laptop being used for processing video files. And it's a black piece. Oh, there it is. You know how much I miss the Sierras and the mountains, the Sequoia Forest, the Sierra Forest, Big Bear Valley, all those places. I miss going to all those. I like going to the forest. There's this distinct smell and, you know, relaxation time. All right. Why don't I just go? I do go for the day. Wait a minute, we're not ready for that yet. There we go. And this one goes here. So it's those, what are those things? The chorus fruits or whatever. I try to avoid the end as much as I can. Okay. And then set that right there. We're still building on that, but I had to move it out of the way. I still get people asking me about my vision impairment still, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't feel like answering those. And, you know, that whole thing, though, is somebody's really focused about my disability. I had one person made fun of me, and I thought, well, You're focused on that. That's a sad thing. I'm a nice guy, and two, this nice guy blocked him too. It's like, oh, I don't have time for your shenanigans. I got a bunch of other things that I have to deal with right now. I was reading somewhere that some people, something's going screechy, screechy. I think that's the bald eagle that's flying around. Some people are kind of lost on how to handle people like that are kind of like members, ex-members of groups. Either just sit down and sternly talk to them, or you ban them. When you ban them, they don't come back. So most people don't want to be banned out of anything. So this right here must be the bedrock, because we're making the warp portal that takes you back into the overworld. And that's it. That goes right smack dab in the middle there. There we go. We're still building onto this. Oh, just a round stud. These are only a solo build, so I'm not going to do a whole lot with it. Oh, it's pretty cool. Well, it doesn't go on like they said. Oh, there we go. I want it straight. There we go. Yeah. Pretty cool. And we're not done yet. So it looks like bag one just essentially does all the accessory stuff. So before we even get to the fun stuff, now honestly the color on this box looks kind of gloomy. So it's, yeah, it's the end. I understand why. You know, they got to match the theme. They don't want to put this in some sunny field somewhere. But I got out of Minecraft sets a while ago. I used to buy them faithfully, but they got to be the same old builds, and they're very brittle. They fall apart very easily. So I don't expect these to have really good build quality. This one might be an exception. I don't know, but we don't know yet. There we go. And then we attach the torches on here. Okay. Well, that just fell apart. That's what I'm saying. Minecraft sets are very brittle, so I expect this one here is probably going to get a low score, probably just due to the brittleness of it. And the retention on Minecraft sets, it just depends on the build, but most of the ones I built in the past have been just kind of average. They're just average to just mediocre builds. These are basically to give the kid a gift and say, here you go. Whoops, see how that just fell off? And I was just trying to pull the torch off here. See, none of these are even going on straight. So yeah, this is Minecraft. Right now the build quality is kind of starting to lack a little bit. And that's it. And with Minecraft sets, you do get a lot of these small pieces. That's not too bad for bag one. Alright, now we're going to see what bag two has to offer. And most of the stuff here I've seen before, so a lot of the parts are no surprise to me. I reviewed a set that was, the build was really good, it was entertaining, but it flat out failed just because of the damaged parts. So far I haven't seen anything broken in this one yet. Well, scuffed and scratched. Okay, now I need the second booklet here. Oh, I gotta put together the Ender Dragon. Alright, well. And looks like this one here is going to be the torso. Alright, let's set all this way over here. The reason being is because I'm going to need to start sorting things by size. For something like this, on how this is broken down, I may just film everything separate. Put them, we'll just do, like, when I get done, I'm going to do the review. And then I'm going to just jump right on, you know, but when I do the main video, I'll jump right on into the very first thing, which is the minifigures. We got one of those. Well, it looks like we have a lot of parts in here. I'm trying to find these. Those things right there. I got that same question on another one of my videos, but your hands are in the way like this. Hey, if anybody wants to send me a new GoPro, I'll do it. I'll have two different angles. That's one thing I liked about when I was in the woods. I used to hear the wind inside the trees. And make sure your dark red plate goes in here. And we go camping. We used to have this outdoor rug. And I would just lay down on that and just relax and just listen to the wind in the trees. And you want to talk about ASMR, that would put me right to sleep real quick. But nothing serves justice in this hearing it in person, though. Oh, there it is. Well, it doesn't want to go in. That's what it looks like so far. Okay. It'd be nice if we were doing something scenic, huh? Like working on a forest build. Ooh, this comes in that purple color. Nice, I could use those, huh? I mean, I hate doing the these Ender Dragons. They're boring. You can see the color palette is just depressingly lacking colors. I need some of those weird 1x2s. Let me just start sorting this stuff out by color. There's a lot of parts in here that I'm just kind of fumbling over trying to find these 1x2 plates with the top stud, the friction stub. So what I'm trying to do is sort parts out as I can to make it easier to find things. Lots of jumper plates in this one too. We got purple and we got the stud shooters. Oh boy, parents are going to love that one. See a lot of kids getting grounded and timed out for that one. Okay. We need those right there. Alright, step 10. More stuff. Hearing those crows and all that stuff brings back memories of camping with the parents. The thing they don't like about me when I go camping, though, I like to adventure out because I don't do all that every day. And it's kind of Kind of sad. And a lot of my buddies, they don't like camping. They rather go to the bar. All right. Okay. Yeah, if you're looking for a lot of friction forks and friction stubs, this set's got you covered. In fact, I ordered the stuff from my car, the speakers and stuff. You probably heard about that in another video, where they want to sell me one speaker at a time. Oh, we can't ship no more than one a piece. Yeah, that was really not too fun. But there was an option at the very bottom. Ship as a whole unit. It takes longer, and you don't get it next day. But why don't you put that as the main option then? And I'm just buying factory replacement speakers, like something that's equivalent. I'm not really into the loud boom boxes and stuff anymore. I've gotten too old for that nonsense. I just need something that works. All right. I'm just thinking about putting a navigational system in there. My truck's got a double din, so I was thinking of doing that, where it's more like a modern car, except it'll tell me more. You got to put your tiles in here. Well, that's kind of hard. You think they would have done that with the sub-step. I guarantee it's probably something's going to go in there. Always line those up is kind of a pain. I've never known Minecraft sets to be ever durable. Well, yeah, this goes in there. You know, if you really are inclined to do so, you could, because these are the same thickness here. I've seen people use these for decorative patterns. So if you got those in your collection, you don't need to toss them out. Oh, don't poke that in Johnny's eye. Okay, we won't do that. Why? Because I don't want to have to pick it up. That's why. I don't have a mommy to tell me to pick it up anymore, but I'm not going to do that because I have to pick it up. I'm trying to create less chores for myself, not more chores. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, we got something. We got some color in here now. We'll start with this. Yeah, we used to go up to a place above Fresno, and that was like a really relaxational trip. And now I was thinking about that. I thought, man, it'd be kind of cool to go up there. It's too far from where I'm at, but I thought, yeah, kind of go and just relax. Oh, there's the other jumper plates right there, hiding behind that. And it looks like it sits in like that. It doesn't show the yellow here on this side. Oh yeah, it does right there. So yeah, that's correct. And now I'll put this here. I guess. What was the point of that then, huh? To do that? Let me make sure I put that together right. It's always good to check your work. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, but you know what, though, with stuff that I've recorded, I don't have to worry about copyright. And I forget to put something there. Yes, I did. I want to get to the pretty ship, not this ugly old thing. There we go. Make 3 of these. Well, 2 of them actually. Unless that thing pulls up here. I guess you have to pull this up in order to do it. We'll find out eventually what that does. Okay. Now it looks like we're building legs, so I'm only going to assume that they're mirrors. So the one closest to me is the one from the book. The other one's going to be the mirror. Now, I don't have to do that, but it's better if I do. It speeds up the build because the Ender Dragon's boring anyways. Alright. Okay, we got to put these things together. We got an ear, so listen for it. There we go. That's one. There we go. See, you got the yellow ear there to tell you to listen for it to click. What if you have a hearing impairment? And then rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought these things usually are stiff, but these are not too bad. Okay, let's pull all these over here. I'll put these right up there. All right. This one goes like this, obviously, so this one's got to go like this. So the tiles are going to be facing one another here. And, okay. Some of these parts, you know, I always thought I would never use, but some of them do come in handy for other builds. And this one here goes like this. Must be the foot. So now I want to take the other one, make sure this is facing the opposite direction. And there you go. And then this one goes, let's see here. The purple side's on that, so this goes in here. You know what that means? The other one goes on the other side, like that. So now, will this thing stand up on its own? Let's see here. Actually, it does. I was expecting for it to fall. That's why the ear was there, to listen to see if it falls. No, it did not. We could skip all that now, because we already did that part. And then now we got to do the front legs. So I also remember when we would go camping, we used to get the Jiffy Pop and pop popcorn over the fire. Usually that stuff would burn, but yeah, still it was, who cares? It was from the campfire. It was always good. Oh, this bag didn't have any extra pieces today. Okay. Then this goes right here. Like that. That means that this one here goes in here. Yeah, looks like the picture. And that's it for bag 2. Bag 3, anyone? We know what colors are going to be in here, so don't be surprised. Okay. Oh yeah. Can't wait to get done with the Ender Dragon, because this one's, I'm going to be honest, is boring. I just thought of a cool tutorial. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to write it down. Alright, because it was something I know I was going to forget, so I had to write it down real quick. And I don't know what this part is. It looks like maybe a wing. Lego, we don't have those pre-molded wings. We're going to have to piece that together? Ooh. Let's start. And yeah, that's this is the colors that we'll be building with for a good majority of the build. I'm looking for one of these. It looks like it's in black. Well, I need a fork. That's a stub. And 1x6 plate. All right. I wish these would come in a tile form. But you know what? Hey, someday. Yeah, so if you're looking for a very fun, bright, colorful set, you know, I'm going to take a look at something here. Oh, we're building mirrors. All right, but before we do anything, we're going to just breeze through this one. I don't want to spend all day doing this, so we're going to just do this. Why? Because I'm brave and I want to get it going now. So you don't have to do the mirrors. I'm doing it just to speed up the build because now let's get the boring stuff done. You got to have your vegetables before desserts, so that's what we're going to have here. Okay, they both match. Good. Now we can start finishing it up. I looked and I thought, you're kidding me. I thought, well, it looks like wings. Let's just mirror them out real quick. That's what they look like on the back. Okay, so this one is the mirrored version. And so far it looks pretty good. Now it's asking me to flip them over. Okay. Yeah, earlier today they were blaring out Frank Sinatra. I thought, he's not a bad singer, but it's not something I listen to. It's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I don't know. Don't forget your 1x1 plate there. We're going to do that one here. Yep, so I got everything filmed. I got 2 more substitutes, and then I'm going to start working on, well, the campground mock is, the amphitheater is one of them. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, it should be done. Get that out of the way. Okay, start sorting out parts. I'm looking for more of those friction forks. These are kind of hard to find. Oh no, I don't need those. I need the other ones. I like a stick. So what am I doing? I'm just starting to sort out parts. Not these. We're getting there, guys and gals. We're getting there. It's gonna take some time. I gotta go through all these parts. I got plenty of gray tiles, so that I don't really need a whole lot of. This set doesn't have a whole lot of parts. That's what I need there. So I need 4 of those little boogers. So what are we gonna do? Gonna have to dig for those. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. Yeah, I never thought anybody would really watch the builds on these, but some people do just to fall asleep through them. I don't do those scream jump scare type things in these. I mean, I could, but maybe I should to make sure my audience is still awake. That's probably why those guys do those. And yeah. Oh, these sets printed. Minecraft sets, for the most part, I've always seen them printed, so we don't have to worry about the nasty stickers. They got to be somewhere in here. I do see one. Let's put that in there now, because I'm kind of getting pooped at going through parts. Well, there's the head. So they didn't use the fancy wings, but they pre-molded a head. So maybe we take all the parts that we want out of the other Minecraft sets. We could probably make one killer Ender Dragon. It just sits on the shelf and collects dust. Okay, after we're done with that, let me take some shoe gliders and put them in here. These pieces do come in handy, to be honest. That's what it looks like on the back. So I'll do the same thing here. Alright. Okay. And some rounded plates. Well, I got these. Here's one. Well, you can hear that wind going through those trees. I wish I was where that was at right now. Jay, you and your scenic stuff. Better than sitting at home. I may have to turn the sound down. It's going to sound more like static. Okay, flip it. Make sure that these are on the bottom. Like that. At least with this, you don't have to hear the stuff blowing in the thing. Okay, now we got to work on the bottom stuff. So here's what I'm going to have to do. We're going to have to, I don't want to disturb all this, so you're going to have to look at the bottom of your screen a little bit here. That's how we roll. But just think now, at this point, we're going to start slurping up parts. So this is facing like this. We'll put that one that way there. I did one set where I thought they were mirrors of one another, and I thought something in my gut's telling me no, so I ended up looking, and now they weren't. It's always good to read ahead in the building guide anyways. But you notice how I'm keeping them like this. You get into building it like sets like this, that's what you do. Yeah, they have the dragon wings in the other ones, but this one here, they got these plate wings, which are just kind of, I'm going to be honest, kind of silly. Jay, you're being too blunt again. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to. Okay. we're done with that. Okay, flip it over. It makes sense for me because I'm viewing it from a different perspective. The way the manual is showing it is how I see it here. You're looking at it a little differently, so if it looks a little different on your end, I'm sorry. Okay. Now you notice the parts are starting to go down. We're dwindling here. Okay, flip them back over. This time we want them on the top. Now you can see now, looks like we can join these together. Alright, I gotta turn that down. We got a helicopter. Hey, it could be worse. You could be hearing the lawnmowers again. You gotta love my live, or my builds. I kind of just do different. These are just like my experimental videos anyways. Alright. Okay. Now we got to join the two pieces together. So, yeah. There you go. This might be a collaborative build set here. Okay. Take this guy here, and we're going to need to set this like that right there. It says drop it straight down, but it's impossible to do that. Lego, you can't even do that. I actually have to go like this to get it to work, huh? How do you get that in there? I know it's not backwards. Yeah. There you go. And we'll do the other side. Let's see if I can show you here. What I did was, I'm going to hold it like this, and I just kind of angled it a little bit, and there you go. Right, so, and it tells you to go like this, like that. It's like a hang glider. All right. And then we're going to have to build the other stuff, so we skip all that nonsense there, and then we're done. Okay. Now we're going to need to build the tail for this thing. So we'll set that there. Let me straighten out that leg so this thing will sit more flat. And let's get going on that here. And we got to build 4 of these. And they're just, you just build them. I think I got the old nose to stop draining. Finally. Wait. Whoops. No. You're tempted to crisscross the plates. No, you got to put them parallel to one another. I was like, oh, well, no, we can't do that. So I have a feeling those spines are going to go on the top. And that's what we're going to build now. But what I'm going to do is just when I see the parts, I'm just going to start setting them up right now. And just start preparing things. And I can just drop this down there, and that's what it looks like up close. Okay, just got to make a bunch of those. Yeah, these are not as exciting as my tutorial builds, but for some reason, I guess some out there enjoy these type of videos. Now, if you have a hard time putting those on like I do, just stick the plate on first, then the tile. I gotta find another movie to watch tonight anyways. I gotta think of what I want to watch. Don't know yet. Kind of been into sci-fi. Alright, so now we got part of the tail done. We're not done yet. It looks like we're just building an end piece here. And now I hear a bunch of car doors slamming, and I don't know, I look out the window, I don't see anything going on out there. There we go. Like that. Is that it? We got plenty of parts left. Oh, we don't. We still got some stuff here to do. All right, so put this on the rear end. Like that. And that's it. So now let me bring all this stuff closer. We got one more thing here left to build, so we're not quite done yet. So it looks like this thing here does the wings and the tail. Okay. Well, Lego, why don't you just tell me to make 5 of those then? Oh, it goes to the head. Oh, it would have been easier if you just told me that in the first place. So when you do that, build 5, because you're going to need them. It looks like it. Yeah. They look identical anyways. I bet they are. Yeah, my hands are in the way again. I'm sorry. Okay, and you join them together, and then we take the head piece that I have lost, and now it's there, and we stick the eyes on it. And I'm going to be honest, I prefer the original one better. At least now we got an official head for the Ender Dragon. And this goes here. Alright. And it tells you to shove these things in there. We're going to just do a test on one here. Kind of curious to see how it works. Make sure the key portion's facing up. Oh, okay. You're going to have to lift this guy up, or just tip it upside down. I think. No. You're going to have to lift this guy up here. There we go. And then you just push this middle guy here and it should fire out. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh, we don't want to be messing with that. So that will stay out. It gives you one of these. Tells you use one, but we have 2. And we have this piece remaining. So I'm going to hang on to these. Put them over here. And yeah, that's not too bad for bag 3. Now we're going to continue on with bag 4 like 30 minutes later. And I think now, we already saw that, we're doing more accessories. Isn't that fun? Yeah. Well, let's see how fun it is. Gotta do a little house chores real quick before I can continue on. Well, I'll tell you right now, this part's got some nice colors that I could use. Ooh, I see some goodies in that little bag. The thing about paper bags is you really don't know what you're getting until you open it up. Why do I open them all up? Because most times, usually by the time you get through the first or second step in here, you're going to have to open them all up anyways. Okay. Something with one eyeball. I don't know what that's about. We got a torso. Well, we got some of these light purple hinges. Trying to find the thing for this. Well, I got this. So let's put that on there so we don't lose it. I don't know where the legs are at, but I found the rest of it. Oh, there they are. And no, we are not done yet. We got to put some wings on that guy. They look like shoes that you'd wear like in the snow or something. Probably what's what they are. But they got that Minecraft feel to them. So those the Elytra wings or something. Pretty cool. Oh, we're not done with him yet. You know why? He's got a sword and a firework. It's going to take us like an hour to get this guy done. That's one of the reasons why I got out of the Minecraft sets, because they kind of got ridiculous with the sub-steps. Like, you know, the first few... Like half the book is just building little pieces here and there, and that was it. And it kind of got boring real quick. So that's kind of why I got out of Minecraft. And mainly I got these for the terrain parts, but so far I haven't seen any terrain. I do like those transparent purple or transparent dark pink bricks. Those will come in handy for something. Stained glass maybe. Okay, we got the firework. The wings are falling off. Typical Minecraft set. I have a feeling though this is going to get a low score just because it's brittle. The Ender Dragon's probably the only thing that's strong. But there we go. That's it for him. Hopefully we're done with him. Now we can do the fun thing, the boat, the in-ship. All right. Now we can get to the fun stuff. At least we got some. At least we got a color in here. We got some tan and stuff too. Yeah, my nephew's getting all prepared for the prom. He showed me his suit, and still to this day I have never worn a suit. He looks pretty good in it too. I'm like, oh man. Even with me being a businessman, I never dress formal. Alrighty. And I was never much of a formal guy anyways, and no, I didn't go to the prom and due to other reasons. And yeah. Let's see here. No, it wasn't due to a date. I actually had a date, it just didn't go because, just like I said, other issues. What I heard, it wasn't that good. Jumper plate. Oh no, that's not a jumper plate, it's a regular plate. Well, now black is a very rare part in this bag. Okay, at least we got some tan profile bricks in here. The bricks. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though, breaking these reviews up like this throughout the day is probably a little better than trying to do them all in one sitting. Because then I can do other things and come back. I think the score right now is probably at a 9. But I have a feeling what's going to kill this set off here, it's probably going to be durability. The build quality is going to probably be lacking. We don't know yet because we haven't finished. I can always use these tiles. Okay, and that takes care of that. What do we do over here on this side? Put your 2x4 there, that'll keep that seam up, so just follow the book. Alright. Starting to... Is it keeping my interest? Now it's starting to build my interest back up a little bit. Okay. There we go. So far, looks like it's going to be a fairly large ship. Yep. I thought this right here was pink. No, I'm assuming it's probably that color there. There we go. Yeah, I can use those profile bricks. So using this as stained glass. We've seen that before in the game. And yes, for those who don't know, I actively still play Minecraft. Any kind of building games. Where I can explore and use my imagination and do all sorts of stuff. So, I know there's some adults who don't play those. That's fine, but I do. Just, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to dive into the Lego bin. So that's what I do. And yeah, let's see here. Now we gotta go up into the level here. I don't know why they didn't do another row of profile bricks. Alright, it gets kind of confusing here. There you go, and then we have to put another one like right here. No, not like that, Jay. There we go. Alright, put that there. I used a lot of those little corner bricks in there. Okay. Alright, looks like we got to make ourselves some kind of a little hinge. Now, I like building with bigger pieces. It's just better for my hands. To a little more patient with them. Yes, you get part of those. And this goes here. Keep it like that so we know. Alrighty. At least we know it's going to be prepared for playability. I've done that a few times where I'll use the 1x2x2 corner bricks and lock them in such a way to really strengthen up a build, and yet you don't see the seams. Like right here, I use that corner brick in there and it reinforces that joint. Really good idea, because I've done that in a couple of my builds. You don't even notice it until you do the tutorials. Like, oh, that's how Jay did that. Yeah, that's how I do that too. Bet another hinge goes on the top of that. That's exactly what we got to do. Okay. When I do the review, though, I have to turn off the sounds. But Okay. Right there. I may have to go flip on the air. It's getting really hot. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how this is going to look. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a 360 spin on this. I think we're going to take a close-up more of this. I don't know yet. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. These are not supposed to go in right now. Let me pop those out. All right. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. I'm going to start with this thing here first. But I'm thinking of, if I do any close-up tours, you know, if I do it separately, I don't really have to. Because the Ender Dragon is just one big piece. We don't need to go in and take a close look at the studs, you know. And I forgot to put that plate in there. I'll put it in there now. Alright. Okay. Just about halfway done. Ooh, I've never seen a 2x8 brick in this color before. Alright, so that's kind of unusual. I'm seeing common parts and not so common colors. Okay. Flip this over, put that there, and then this here. I'm looking right here, I'll show you. I was confused on how they did it. I saw that lip there. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so that's, it's like, okay. If I knew I was going to get hung, I know somebody else probably will too. And I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of look at the rest of the steps here. Okay. Get that done. There. Looks pretty good. Got rid of all the transparent parts. Yeah, these things are always kind of fun to go through when you're in the game. Just hope you don't, those, what, the Shulker shells or the Enderman don't come in. I think if anything else, it's usually floating around there you got to be careful with. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, hold on. There's actually a 1x2 brick that goes there. No, 2 1x1s. So that's what I did there. Alright. See, the beauty about not censoring these out, if I make a mistake, you'll know it. And that's the whole intent, is not to do that. Oh, I don't have these 1x4 plates with the 2 studs in purple. That's kind of cool. Probably to keep that joint locked together. I'm kind of just going through this like crazy here. And then I bet that drops there. Yep, that's exactly where this goes, right in there. Tells you to close it, so does it open? Yeah, that's pretty good actually. And that's it for bag 4, and that's what we have remaining. Alrighty, let's see what bag 5 is. And yeah, now my retention is starting to get pretty good with this set. Why? Because it's a color that I normally don't build with, and 2, it's an end ship. Okay, so here we go. And let's start right here. Well, before we do, we got to get this little bag here in the bag first. Because I have a feeling I'm going to need some of those parts out of there. Yes, I will. I want to build that campground thing also, too. So I'm hoping to scrounge a little bit of time up here to do so. Oh, those must be those end rods. Oh, we got plenty. Look at the bricks in here. This is why I like Minecraft sets. This is a color I would never really use, but steel. You know, I got to find a small one that goes in there, but oh, it's a light one. I thought I was looking for this color here. So we'll put it back where this is here, and there you go. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. I hope it ain't drama, because I'm not here. Sorry, I was listening to see what was going on. Alright. So we got a vanilla cookie in the corner, huh? Looks like we got another one here too. These are kind of a pain to put in here. I don't know why they have you do that and then put those next to it, I don't know. Okay. Sometimes I get confused and I'm trying to read through and figure out what I'm doing here. Sometimes I just kind of zone out for a second. I'm going to need that. I need those in that color. I got to go find out what's going on here. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, but for the most part, this is not really a bad build. Oh, wait a minute. This is supposed to go in here. See, I'm kind of zoning out again. Put that there. There we go. Not sure what goes in there, but so far so good. Okay, looks like now we are tiling that corner in there. some random tiles on the top. Yeah, but for the most part, though, I am engaged with the build. Does it feel boring? The beginning part did, until now we got to this. The Ender Dragon wasn't too exciting, but this is a bit different here. Alright. We got to build something else, which looks like another part of the ship. Oh wow, medium Azure in there. Must be the, I don't know what they call it, the starboard, the bow, I don't know what all that, I think that's the bow of the boat, I don't know. I'm not a boatsman, so I have no clue what that is. Yeah, this is probably the front portion of the boat. I'm going to start here, just so I can work my way back and really strengthen this up. Oh, wait a minute. Don't. Careful. I just saw that. It's actually got to be like that, hanging over. So yeah, that's really important to do it like that. It doesn't matter which way you go, you can do it any way you want, but I saw that and I thought, well, that would not be perfect there. Need one here. Okay. And that goes right in here. Like that. So, well, I didn't expect that to fly open. Okay. Like that. Hey, at least I don't filter this stuff, alright? So, when people say I get a little sloppy, well, at least I'm not censoring it. If it breaks, it breaks. This one, we'll have a durability test while we're here. We'll use that to lock that corner in there, so don't forget that corner plate. Okay. Looks like the picture. So far it looks pretty good, but now let's get going here. Looks like we're building the mast for the sails. Okay, and then we gotta make 3 of those. I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes I have to keep checking over my shoulder to make sure you can see. Try to keep everything in this general area when I'm doing these type of videos. The tutorials I'm working right behind the camera. Here I'm working off to the side. Almost looks like a diamond sword. Or an enchanted sword. My bad. Alrighty. And flip it over. Put a bunch of shoe gliders on it. I'll start with this Alright, hold on, I'm messing up here. Shoe gliders are supposed to go in the joints. Well, that one anyways. We're missing something here. Okay, that's not supposed to have anything on it. Of course, it'd help if I built it the same way the building guide does it. Yeah, but this is probably the only interesting part of the build, I think. People are going to be going after the Ender Dragon on this one. It's just kind of, it kind of stinks in a way. I'd like to know what the audience thinks when we get to that point. And this goes on the bottom. And let's see here. So this piece here is going to go in the back part. Now, getting that on there is going to be a bit of a chore. So it sits kind of flat. So you're going to have to slowly work that down in there. It's not, I don't know why we just didn't build it in there in the first place, because that's really kind of bad. I mean, you're going to have some muscle to really press that down. So if you have arthritis, this is probably going to be a good workout for you. There you go. Push inside there too. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like on the bottom. So you got the shoe glider so you don't scratch up your grandma's table. And this goes, looks like it's right here. And we're not done yet. I got a bunch of bags all over the floor. I got to pick those up. I don't have a maid, so I got to do it myself. Well, at least one thing, we actually get 2 Ender heads, Ender Dragon heads. Which this goes right here. Alright, and I think that's it for bag 5, and that is. And this is what we have remaining. Okay, let's finish this up with bag 6. And that didn't tear quite right, huh? Well, I can't take care of that right away. Now, this is the last of it. I think what I'm going to do is start with the minifigure and some of the accessories. And I'll break this video down into small portions. But when I film it, I'm going to just do the review real quick. Alright. I'm going to just do the review with everything on the table. Because I'm going to double that up as a thumbnail too. So, alright, you do get a lot of bricks with this set, so I'm going to say that the parts in here, if it's something that interests you, yeah. Looks like we're building a brewing stand. Also, I'm kind of curious to see how the scenic noises went. I can always use transparent minifigure heads, like the yellows and the blues. Who doesn't love transparent Lego bricks? Okay, we're about 80% done with this set. But I mean, when I build these type of things, I kind of just like, yeah. There we go. It's obviously meant for 3. Put those teeth connectors on here like that. I think these were originally used for, we used to have stuff that did air. So I think that's what Lego's intent was for these back in the day, was for air. I guess that's as far as that goes in. That's the brewing stand. Kind of wiggly there. So I could have improved that a bit more. And that goes in here, right on those jumper plates. Just be sure to make sure that the studs are inside the tubes of the 2x3. So it's like that right there. Okay, let's see if we can get through this one here, because I want to wrap up tonight and take a shower. I can get it out of the way. Somebody asked me how hard is it to write up a building guide. I'm going to be honest with you. Writing up a building guide is no different than doing... If you have experience in doing tutorials, it's pretty much the same. But writing up a building guide, you can move sub-steps and everything around. So if you make a mistake, you can easily edit. Unless you've already published, then it's another issue. But for the most part, yeah. And just remember to have a build that's due in a few days. I got to get onto that real quick too, so I'll probably do it after this. I'm going to do the review at a different thing. I got to do some other stuff after this build. Okay, I forgot to put this stuff up here. Yeah, listening to the birds is a lot better than just hearing it being quiet. Okay, that's the mast right there. Now, open the door back up again, and it looks like... Oh, it just goes right in between here. Well, let me get all this out of the way. It goes right in here with the studs facing on the right. Press that down really good. If you're building this set, though, I recommend that you build it on something very large, like a dining table or something. Oh, you really can't see what I'm doing, huh? Got to put a 2x4 brick here and one here to sandwich that together. Now it's telling me to close that. So I'm assuming now we got to put the deck on the top. That's what we're doing. Okay. Ooh. I want to break those. That's kind of a unique color for a 6x10 plate. Very basic, but like I said, there's a lot of unique colors in this set. A lot of oddball colors. Reminds me of a Friends set, you know? The Friends sets that some guys kind of frown upon. They're scared of them. Yeah, this one's got a lot of that goody stuff in there too. What would you use these for? I mean, if you're building some different type of buildings, like I'm thinking of something like from like in Miami Beach, Florida, or something like that. Those style of builds, where they have the buildings, I think on that I can't remember what's... If you ever watched the old series Miami Vice, yeah. Or if you ever play Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yeah, this has got the colors for that. Now I just need Tommy Vercetti to run around town and make everybody's life miserable. Yes, I played that game. I was a lot younger too. It was fun because he had all the 80s music that I grew up with, and you know. Okay, we got to build a shulker shell, or a shulker. I think that's what they're called. And I believe one of these is printed. There it is, right there. I'll put that in there is going to be a chore. Trying to center that up is going to be a pain. There you go, right there. Those things will make you fly, but then again, you come crashing down really hardcore. And that goes on the top. Alrighty. And then this goes here. Oh, it goes upside down. Making sure before I press down here. So, clunk clunk. That's what those things do. Okay. Alright, now this goes here. So, oh, I forgot to put this plate in here. And this just sits on these plates right on here. So when you come in here and open this up, this doesn't open up. You're going to have to pop this off to get to the door here. I kind of don't like that. I mean, it'd be nice to open this up and play inside, but with that on the top. And that's it. That's essentially, that was the last piece there. And that's what we have remaining for the remainder of the build, or for bag 6. And yeah, let's set all this up here. Do I need to put it on a turntable? No, because I'm going to do each piece separately. So if I come in here, I could just bring the ship up, show how this comes apart, and hold it. So I can just open that up and show you there's not a whole lot inside of one of these. I don't know what that's for there. Huh. Was there something that I missed? I don't think there is. I think it's just meant to be like that. But yeah, durability-wise, I mean, this could come off, and I'm not sure how stable that is. But yeah, it's. I mean, it's. You know, for a kid, it wouldn't be too bad. The Inner Dragon. Now, let's start with him first. Somebody's doing the splits, and let's see if I can get him to stand up here. Alright, well, let's do it like that. What I'm trying to do is get it to where it doesn't look so weird looking here. That one joint wants to kind of do that. Well, what I will have to do is just kind of have him sit very sloppily like that, just to get him to do something. And the wings are meant to be like this. I'm just going to give his wings a bit more character here. That looks a little better. And yeah, he doesn't stand up very well. So, I don't know, it's just too top heavy. I mean, if I straighten out the legs, Now he wants to fall that way. So it's kind of... I thought maybe I can... yeah, he doesn't stand up. So, yeah, that's how he's going to be. You know, I think they rushed through that dragon. We have the NPCs. And I may end up running through the tutorial or the review real quick. Tutorial, yeah, right. I want the ship facing this way, because they're mostly just the same on both sides. And then we have the accessories here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do real quick. So, I need to... Sorry, guys. I got to readjust the camera. You gotta love my my reviews and stuff, because I know somebody now is going to complain, but I have to do it. It's either that or I keep editing the videos, and I'm not going to do that. Alright. Now you get a better view of it, because right now I'm setting it up for the review here. And it's hard to do it looking sideways. Let me do this. Put that over there. There's a lot of accessories here with this set. And that doesn't look too bad. But for the most part, though, lots of stuff. Now, what I want you to see is the stuff that, like, it doesn't matter how I look at it, because when I do the thumbnail, like, I'm seeing it at a different perspective as you guys and gals are. So I'm trying to get a little separation here, especially for the dragon who's kind of drunk and doesn't want to stand upright. Alright. I'm going to put these guys here. Put these right here. Jay, does it really matter? Yeah, it does. I'll go OCD if I'm not careful here. And get rid of the brick separator. At least the brick separator does come with this. So what I'm going to propose is there's a hole right here. I'm going to put our figures here. I think the chest is supposed to go inside the boat. But I may just put that in there right now to kind of declutter up this real quick. I think that's what the jumper plates are for, and the shulker shell is supposed to fit inside of this. I think that's what this is for here. These studs in here, I think those are for the shulker shells. So we'll set that right in there, and then I'll just pop it out. Or just ignore the chest completely. The reason being is I don't want to spend a whole lot of time manhandling the boat. I mean, for what it is, it looks pretty good. See right here, the head is kind of, that looks pretty good. I'll bring this a little bit more forward. And that's the warp gate. Use these guys to kind of hide up the dragon there, and I think that looks pretty good. Well, the end is right here, and you don't see my hand, so when I do the review, I want to kind of scrunch that in there. Yeah. See what I mean? This one set here is pretty big. I'm just doing the shot here right now for the review. And now I have a lot of space here. There we go. And then we'll just move the minifigures here. And that is it. So I'm going to say my rough score on this. I'm going to say it's an 8.8. Just, you know, here's the deal. The dragon doesn't sit upright. The build seems somewhat flimsy when you're building it. Other than that, though, it is playable. But, yeah. Let me get this focused in here. And there we go. So that's not too bad. I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to come back, and then I'll do the focus. Or do the review. Let's begin the review with build quality, and it's fair to average. I did have some pieces kind of wiggle loose on the Ender Dragon. On this especially, this right here just easily comes off. And maybe one or two pieces on the ship like this right here just easily just pops off. So you got to be careful with that. Other than that, it's just an average build set. Now for my build experience, at the beginning it was starting off pretty slow. We did the figures, the warp portal. The Ender Dragon was really dragging this out. It wasn't that bad of a build, it was just the colors. So when you start this set, it's dark and gloomy. But when you get to the end ship, working with the light purple was a treat. You don't really ever work with this color, so it's a really nice color scheme for this, and that's pretty much what they used in Minecraft. But overall, though, the color palette is a bit lacking, but when you get to the ship, that's where the fun begins. The set does have an okay selection of parts, but there are plenty of bricks inside the end ship. Everything else is mostly just plate, construction, and some custom elements, but for the most part, you are going to get a good selection of bricks. Now, for city drop-in value, if you have a Lego Minecraft theme, this would work. This is pretty much done. This looks like you can just drop this in, and of course you have the Ender Dragon and the accessories. For the most part, it can be dropped in. Now, as far as for customization, there's not a whole lot. Maybe if you want, you can expand on this, make this bigger, but there are enough pieces to possibly make one of those end towers. You can do that too. And in addition to all that, you do get accessories. You do get the two figures in here, the Enderman, and all sorts of stuff, even a Shulker shell that's hiding on the ship. Which leads to play value, and it is fully playable. As you saw, the ship does open up. You do have a treasure chest full of items. You have the figures. So this is meant to be played with, just as with the Ender Dragon. So whoever gets the set's going to have a lot of fun. Now my final score is going to be an 8.8. Even though if the set started off very dry at first, it is a very interesting build. I'm sure this will keep the interest of a young one, but for someone like myself, this portion of the build was slow and boring. But this over here, it was fun. This was a treat to put together. There were some pretty basic building techniques that could be used for other things. But for the most part, I'm satisfied with the set. I just wish there was a bit more color into this build. But let me know what you think of this set.